everyone, it's Justine. Today I'm going to be making some really beautiful fall cards. Now they're all going to be stitched, but before I get into that, I just want to mention this new web exclusive, which means it's only sold on the Spellbinders website. This is the new stitch die that they came out with, so you can choose to add these little panels here or you can leave it blank. There's also a stamp set that goes with it, and it's really neat. So if you're interested in that, I will link it in the description as the holiday web exclusive stitched diamond die. So that's there for you. And I will be making some fall, autumn, whatever you want to call it, themed cards. And I will be using all of them. I will be using this stitched mini oval die, and this came from Spellbinders. It was the oval stitched border die, so it's this little one here. And I've gotten a lot of uses out of this. It was the small die of the month from this February. I have used this, I don't even know how many times. I probably die cut with the little one maybe 70 times. I'm not exaggerating, just ballparking here. Anyway, so I cut out a lot of these and I stitched around the edge. Some of them I will be adding little embellishments to, but the paper that I chose to go with all of this, all the fall cards that is this paper pad from Echo Park. This one's called Fall Fever. And it just kind of stood out to me when I was at my craft store. I really do like the Echo Park paper pads because they have these cut aparts in them that make really fun, fast cards, but also they have really beautiful paper patterns. So I went ahead and used this paper pad to make my fall cards here, or at least prep them. So here's a little sneak peek. So I'm going to assemble most of these off camera. I'll leave maybe the last one or two for camera, but I think just in an effort to not make the video forever long, I'll just leave it at that. But if you're interested in how I stitch on cards, go ahead to my channel and find the Stitching on Cards playlist. I have quite a few videos of how I stitch, or just in general some stitching inspiration. So head on over there for that. And if you are an avid stitcher like I am, be excited because on October 25th, so of this month, I am going to put out a video. I think I'll call it something like Mega Stitched Update. I'm looking over here at my pile, about 10 cards, maybe 8 to 10 cards that I have been stitching with, so that are not fall related. So I have this fall video and then I have a Mega Stitched Update. So stay tuned on my channel for that. So I'm going to go ahead, assemble most of these, and come on back and show you the rest of the process with maybe one or two. Maybe I'll choose one that has some of these flowers on it or something. We'll see. Anyway, see you in a minute. Alright, let's get into it. This is the card I'm going to put together on camera. So anytime I start with a stitch card, of course you need a card base, and I like to use a bit of layering. So I like to have some colored cardstock right on to the card base. Then I like to put pattern paper on and then kind of go from there. This is an A2 size card, so that means it is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And with the pattern paper, I'm going to make that just 1/8 of an inch smaller. So I just cut off 1/8 of an inch, or actually I cut off 1/4 of an inch on one side and then called it kind of good with the other side instead of cutting it twice. So then that leaves me a border around. And looking at this paper, I originally was going to have the card be a portrait card, but I'm kind of noticing that the acorns are going in this direction. So, and the leaves are kind of falling down. So I am going to kind of turn and try again. Now, I really did like this paper, especially because it had all these cute patterns. You can kind of see this one. But I really prefer, personally, the single-sided paper because I don't like to choose between patterns. I like both sides and I don't want to choose. But I know that there are some special folding, I don't know, techniques, if you will, that kind of can, I don't know, it can be helpful if you have a double-sided paper. So I guess it has its time, but I don't like wasting it. So that's why I went ahead and cut this scrap, and then I'm just going to push it out to the sides here, and I'll put my stitched element on, and you won't even be able to tell that there is a section missing. So I'm making that little piece just stretch a bit longer. Just like that. Now sometimes I'll use my liquid glue to put down my stitched pieces. Sometimes I'll just use my tape runner. So today I chose that. To make the card kind of extra fun, I picked up these from Hobby Lobby. So they're already pre-made flowers. I know that you can make your own, although I thought these were really cute and they were pretty reasonably priced. They were half off when I bought them. So I picked them up. And this was longer, by the way. This was, I think 12 came on, no, 9 pieces. So there was 3 on the bottom, which means I used 3 over there already. I just cut it so it would fit. I don't like extra stuff kind of hanging around. So I just cut off the part that already was kind of de-sticked. Is that even a thing? I don't know. We're gonna go with it. Anyway, so I like to use 1 big one and then 2 little ones. Now to me, these really don't look like sunflowers. They're calling them mini sunflowers, so we're going with it. They do look like a fall flower to me, so I think it's fine. I'm really not going to be precise about glue and like the placement really. I think it'll just catch and dry and it's going to be fine. Not too concerned. And I'm going to put one over here because I kind of like how the eye goes in a direction like that. And then I wanted to add some embellishments. I think that these stitched oval dies are just so beautiful with a little embellishment in the center. So I have these gems here. I bought them in 2019 and I use them a lot. You can see there's quite a few missing now. I just bought them on Amazon. I have a ton of bling. Here's my bling basket. Maybe I'll do like a basket tour video one day where I show you my different baskets and what I house in each of them, but just know that there is lots of blingy loveliness in there, and that's one of my favorite baskets. Anyway, the bling that I recently have been loving are the smooth discs from Spellbinders. They're kind of like a sequin basically, but they don't have that hole in the center. So they just look like a smooth disc. And they're perfect for adding a little shine. So I've been using that a lot on my Christmas cards this year and just kind of playing around with them. And I'm not really concerned about my glue kind of oozing because this glue dries clear. This is the Barely Art glue. I rant and rave about how amazing the glue is a lot. So if you've watched my videos before, you know this is my favorite glue, especially for crafting, because it's just the greatest. I think they should call it best ever glue, like they call the yellow tape best ever craft tape. It really is my favorite, so I'm sticking with it, and it's worked. So I'm just going to clean up these gems and I will show you the rest of my fall stitch cards. I love them. I am going to have maybe a little bit of sadness when I bring them to the next craft fair that I go to. I think it's in a week and a half or so, but maybe someone else will enjoy them and brighten up someone else's day, but I love the way these turned out. Fall is my absolute favorite season, and These are so nice, you guys. I just love them. Okay, so this is the first one, of course. I just made it in front of you. There's this one. And this one. This one. And the last one. So I added flowers to all of them except this one. I thought that it didn't really need flowers since there was so many kind of cute things on the background. Someone might ask about the stamp set. Now, I really don't know where the stamp set came from. I had a fun time this summer driving around looking at garage sales, and someone was giving the stamp set away. It has no branding or anything on it. Let's see. I'll show you the package. So it came to me from the garage sale looking like this in a baggie. I took my own organizing system and just put that on it, but I don't know what company it's from, but I really do like it. So there's that. But I think that any fall related stamp would do. Let's see, I do have a stamp from Simon Says Stamp that I will just grab, and I'll show you that one too so you can see that that could work for this occasion as well. Well, the stamp set that I was thinking of before, my friend is borrowing right now, so I don't have it with me, but I just pulled out a couple other stamp sets from Simon Says Stamp that I thought might be, I don't know, perfect for that little oval die. This Beautiful Friend would be really a cute one to put in the center. Let's see. This one's kind of like a snow wintry theme. I think that all three of these would fit nicely on there. You could even stamp out this little snowman and put the snowman in place of the flower. That would be interesting. Or the gifts even for like a birthday card. This little gift stamp is perfect for that. This one, when I first got it, I thought, okay, that's a bit bold and it's not really my style. But if you look at it, it's really kind of neat. It could fit into these ovals, and they're just kind of bold sentiments. The font isn't really fancy. It's just kind of typed up, and it works. This one I thought was interesting because it has the sunflower stamps. So you could stamp out sunflowers, color them yourself, die cut them out, instead of buying paper flowers. And this is another fall stamp set from Simon that I have that you could put like happy hearts or something into the oval die. But yeah, you know, I guess I'll just say the names of these stamps because I probably won't link them in the description. They're all from old card kits, so I don't think they even sell them on their website, but if you have it, great. This one's Happy Fall, Y'all. This one is Big Thanks Autumn, hence the big thanks. This one was So Talkative. This one was Beautiful Butterflies. I loved this one, especially with the butterflies. I made a ton of cards with watercolor and heat embossing. And this one was Warmest Wishes. So, anywho, there's all my stamps. But I love stitching, so this is just really, really satisfying to see them all laid out here. But if you're interested in stitching cards, stick around for my mega stitched update like I was talking about in the beginning of the video. So that will come out in 6 days. It's going to go out on the 6th of this month. So stick around and come on back so you can see that video. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you enjoyed the little chitty chat at the end. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.